Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Universim. I am so glad to be back, and I hope you guys are too. I hope you guys' day is going fantastic. I know things are a little bit crazy in the world right now, and I'm hoping that we can just, kind of not necessarily forget about it, but just kind of focus on the things that make us happy in life right now. And I am glad that I am able to do a lot of that, and that is just playing video games right now. So today we are going to be definitely getting into the medieval age. That is going to be my utmost motivation right now, is to get into the medieval age, whether it's just to the tutorial architecture or if it's all the way to law enforcement, which I highly doubt it will be. But we're gonna make it as far as we possibly can, and I'm also really excited to see what the new glass factory is. But before we get the glass factory, we're going to have to get quarries, because we're running out of stone on the surface. So we gotta get that stone out from underneath the ground and on to our fancy-dancy stone refineries. Alright, and we have a lot of upgrading to do for quite a few things. But right now, pumps, we don't need to focus on them because of the discrepancy and difference that we have right now. So those are entirely fine. Food is entirely fine. And of course, electricity we don't even have to worry about yet. I do see that hospital needs an upgrade, so we'll go ahead and do that upgrade. Let's see here. This is actually beginning to work. It does take a little bit of time, though, which is understandable, so there's that. Quite a few buildings are still in shambles. Our engineers are beginning to be really lazy and not repair anything. So I have to do a lot of that myself. But that's okay. We have a lot of creator points, so that's not really an issue. Alright, we do get to upgrade the farms, though. And this will actually be really useful for us. So I'm going to go ahead and queue those up. Because like I've said in the past, I really want farms to be our primary source of food. It's sustainable, and we don't have to worry about, any shortages, for instance. Look at that! An engineer is actually fixing a building. I never thought we'd see the day. I can't pronounce your name, but, congrats to you for actually doing your job. I'm also really happy with all the support that you guys are giving to me. It's really helpful, and it's really motivating me to get more videos out. In the past, when my videos haven't done so well, it's really hard to just find that motivation to keep making more videos. But with all of your comments and feedback and all of that stuff, it really does help. So I thank you guys so much for leaving comments and leaving likes to videos. It means a lot. Alright, so how are we doing on relationship status? How are relationships? There's quite a few nuggets that are not in relationships right now. And I know that if we were to mate everybody, that would lead to a lot of buildings being produced. So I'm just going to choose a few lucky contestants to get this. But, pretty soon everybody will have a relationship. And look at all these people mining stone. Alright, there we go. I think that's going to be it for those lucky people for relationships right now. Alright, so engineers' huts can also be upgraded. This is going to be more of an important upgrade. I think we are actually already starting to upgrade a few of them. So here, I can't even find the engineers' huts. So I think they must be upgrading. Just this one has not. So we'll go ahead and queue that one up. Oh yeah, so a couple of engineers' huts have actually been upgraded. So that's fantastic. So we actually do have 8 required educated nuggets. So that means we're actually at a shortage of educated nuggets. We can go ahead and make another school just to help with that. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll make us another school right next to this school. There we go. So we also do have local business. Happiness is not an issue though, so I'm not really worried about it. I think, have we unlocked? No, we still do not have. Well, obviously we don't have quarries yet. Alright, so we're gonna actually start researching glass blowing now. It's obviously in a 5th position in our queue, but so it's gonna be a little bit still. And I haven't actually seen them post anything about what this glass factory looks like. Now, I could have easily missed it on Twitter, but I have not seen it, so I'm excited to see what it looks like. Look at that. We have tons of stone right now. How are we doing on wood? Yeah, we've got tons of wood as well. So all of that stuff is doing fantastic on. Really, our only limiting factor right now is going to be the metal. And it looks like the farms are actually beginning to get upgraded. So that didn't take very long at all. Alright, so we have the gas mine now. Now, I think we're going to build one of these right now. Just because I know that the glass factory is going to need the gas. So, where is a good spot for this? It looks like it's going to be about right here. But there are also... Oh, wow. There's a lot of it here. But that's actually not that much. That's a lot more. Okay, so let's go ahead and build it right there. That's going to impact the planet condition a little bit. But we're way above a 100, so it's not an issue. Alright, so our second school is almost built. It's getting really close. Look at them hunting, gathering the food that we so desperately need right now, but not really. I'm really glad food doesn't go bad in this game. That's cool. So it looks like as well, with how things are set up, pumps will actually stop bringing in water if all of your reservoirs are full, like ours are, and also if there's not needed water. So if we turn this one off, we'll see that this one starts. And if this one gets turned back on, because we don't need this one running anymore, it gets turned off. So that's pretty cool. I don't think I've noticed that in the past. It might have been a thing, but you know, that's pretty cool. Alright, so we've unlocked stone mines now. So let's go ahead and make these. You know, I think... Jeez, that changes drastically. That is so weird. Alright, let's go ahead and place it right there. That seems to give us our maximum amount. Alright, so required educated nuggets have shot up to 16. It looks like we only have 7 educated nuggets right now. So I'm really glad that we have built this new school. So hopefully people will get educated a little bit faster and we're able to fill those jobs. Alright, so I think I'm going to actually start going for this now. Just so that way we get the stockpiling and also the weightlifting. Nugget Might +2 is actually pretty useful. And also the the storage upgrades are useful as well, especially when all of our warehouses are completely filled to the brim. So it doesn't currently look like we have a doctor right now. So we're going to have to go ahead and heal people on our own. We don't have the educated person that's needed. We might want to think about making another school. Yeah, I think we are going to make another school. I think we really need it. So let's go ahead and build that behind this one. If we can, there we go. Yep, so our civilization is kind of getting into the period where educated nuggets are really needed. So we might even build another school. But I'll try to keep it off at 3 right now. Right, and we want to make sure that these farms are still producing the manborough fruit. There we go. Now, I feel like there's still definitely a better food source that the farms can make. So I'm going to go ahead and look for something. Juicy acorn. Sometimes this is a good one. And we haven't spotted this one before, so... let's go have a look. Juicy acorn. Actually, that is pretty atrocious. It's only 9. So, yeah, definitely not the best. Bloody diarrhea fruit. I think we've already discovered that one. Yep, we have. Also pretty bad. What about this one? Manborough fruit. We already have. I can't believe that the manborough fruit is the best for this world. That's just so strange. Alright, I don't think we're going to find any fruit anymore because it's winter. Nuggets are being infected by bad water. So it seems like we might need... yeah, our wells are kind of looking pretty low. So we can go ahead and make a couple more wells. So let's go ahead and do that. You know, and I don't think it's a bad idea to make too many wells. I don't think it's really possible to make too many wells. So I mean, unless of course you're really running the planet dry of water, then I guess that's bad, but I think that's pretty difficult. So we're just going to make a lot of wells. Just all over the place. And that will make sure that we don't run out of water for all of our nuggets. And also, right now we're having a problem with engineers. You know, not having enough educated workers. So, like, we need 17 educated nuggets right now, and we have 9. So, essentially, that just means that we have to be patient for all of our students to graduate. Alright, so we got right to arms, scientific focus, and food for all. Scientific focus, I always think, is the best. I don't trust nuggets with guns, and food for all is just a terrible choice. Alright, so glass blowing. Let's go find out what this glass factory looks like in the medieval age. So, where would be a good place to build this? I'm thinking right over here. It's a little bit far away from the gas, but I think that's okay. Now already we can actually kind of see the outline of it, and it does look pretty cool. So I'm super excited to see what this looks like when it gets fully built. Now, chances are it's going to need educated workers, so that's just going to add even more required educated nuggets that we need. But that's okay. The biggest thing is, all right, so let's just make sure all of these people are healed. You know, right now we are just basically playing as a doctor. And an engineer, all at the same time. So we still have 6 injured and sick nuggets. So we'll just continue. Oh, it's now down to 4. Oh, it's getting better. We have a lot of kids. Our population is growing pretty fast. Seems like it's growing faster than previous seasons, actually. Also, how is the radius of the cemetery for us? Yeah, it's kind of not everywhere. So it's not picking up all of the dead bodies. Oh, all right, perfect. Scientific focus. That's fantastic. It's going to increase our research rate, which is what we want, and creator point production doesn't really matter. So I'm going to create, go ahead and create another cemetery. Now, this is going to be an odd position because we need a cemetery for this area and also this area. But I think this area is more important. So we're going to go ahead and place one right there. All right, so we actually can upgrade our warehouses now. And we're going to queue these up. It might take a little bit, but once we have them here, it'll be very nice to have a lot of our more resources in one area. All right, and we have run out of research. So let's do weightlifting now. And let's just make sure we've done... All right. We might as well go for Ministry of Agriculture. But... Alright. Let's go telescopic lens as well. So still no signs that the fish populations reproduce. I don't think that's in the game yet, so... All right, look at that. The gas factory, gas mine is up and running, and we're actually producing gas pretty fast. So we'll definitely have enough to keep the gas, the glass factory up and running. All right, we got a UFO to take care of. So let's go ahead and take care of that real quick as soon as it flies over our civilization. There we go. Then we can go ahead and recollect, collect that box that it will give us anytime now. It also looks like there's a windstorm coming. That's going to take care of a decent chunk of our population, which is too bad. Oh, whoops. We lit it on fire. Let's just make sure we put that out. There we go. That is some really loud rain. Alright, let's bring you back. And let's have a couple of nuggets research it. There we go. Alright, so as we can hear, a lot of nuggets are going back into their homes. At least they should be. Yep, it looks like quite a few are heading home. Or they're just continuing on about their day. All right, and we actually do have a doctor now, so which is fantastic. If we look at required, geez, that is super loud. If we look at required educated nuggets, it's still 19, so it's still pretty high. But we are increasing educated nuggets. Alright, so the windstorm is upon us. And during this time, let's just make sure everybody stays alive. As I am running kind of a risky business, as nobody, well, we don't have any shelters. And maybe they fixed the shelter problem. There probably isn't a reason why I don't have shelters now. Wow, wait a moment. What happened here? Okay, so they don't like the gas mine at all. They hate the gas mine. That's really what's changed. The most, at least. So. Alright, let's make a few more parks now. I think we're gonna need to make a few parks. So yeah, let's make the Chunder Chain Park. This is one I have not used. I don't believe. Now, where is a good place to put it? Let's put it over in this little house, this little neighborhood. You know what? Let's put maybe a different one as well. Anti-City Alley as well. Right there, and maybe another one somewhere else. And you know, maybe this will actually affect the wealth of the plots of land around here. I honestly have no clue. But this will let us know. Alright, so I don't think we lost really any nuggets at all in that. We do have actually only 2 injured nuggets right now. So we're not even doing bad on that front. Glass factory is getting close to being built. We still need a few more bricks. And I kind of have to wait for research now for us to get the quest from Nugget Tesla or whatever his name is in this. So I believe it's time to get another eatery. I'm kind of seeing that some people have to eat raw food because there's not enough places in eateries for them. So we're going to go ahead and build an eatery right out here. And maybe one, yeah, maybe one right here as well. Actually, well, we're going to need one. Actually, there's one here. What about up here? Yeah, up here would be good. So let's go ahead and build an eatery right over here as well. Oh, look at that. That is super cool. Oh, it even has like some lava to melt the glass in. Oh, that's so cool. That is super cool. I'm excited to see how this works. If we're even able to see them make it. So cool. And that is fully built. Very cool. And wow, it needs 6 educated nuggets. That is kind of brutal to our economy of nuggets right now. Well, I don't think we have enough nuggets for that. So you know, quite a few nuggets, though, are in school right now. So, none of the teachers are, though. We've got a teacher that's mating. We've got a teacher that's mating. And we have a teacher that's resting. So, they're not really learning anything. Alright, so we've unlocked Oil Jack. I'm not going to build these yet. I don't see a point in it yet. Now, depending on the energy source we go with, we're going to need the Oil Jacks. Now, as you all know, though, I'm a massive fan of wind energy. I think I am going to deviate, though, this time. And let's kind of see how combustion works with the planet conditions. So when we get the electricity and we get the quest, I am going to unlock the combustion energy. And we will see if it affects it where it's kind of like just a fixed value, or if it is affected by how much it's kind of emitting. So kind of like an overtime sort of thing. Alright. So we're getting some more educated nuggets. This is good. The glass factory actually does have a few employees. Let's kind of see if we can see them working. We can see a little bit of sparks and stuff from the magma. Well, the forge, the molten... I don't think that would be molten glass there. It could be, though. But with it solidifying on the top and turning solid like that, I can't imagine it would be. Alright, so this person has entered. We don't really see anything happening, though. So, there might not be any animations to go along with this yet. There also might not ever be any animations to go along with it. So that's kind of too bad. Is this water? Interesting. Or maybe it's... No, it wouldn't really make sense for it to be gas. I don't know. But I do have tons of gas, so... They have just a pile of it outside, I guess. You know what, let's go ahead and build another warehouse out here. We can go ahead and build it right... Let's actually go, like, right here. It's a little bit closer to the farms, and it's closer... Well, it's close to the glass factory. Alright, so we've unlocked electricity. So, inventor's request. Tesla's quandary. Alright, so, place a battery. Find and retrieve rare components by investigating plumes of smoke. Strike the battery with lightning using the electrify creator power. All easy enough. So, let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so first things first, we have to place a battery. So I think right out here, placing a battery would be a good place. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, and now we have to find plumes of smoke. Alright. So... where are the plumes of smoke? There's one. Let's grab this doodad and fly it all the way back to our battery. Whoa, those are some loud sound effects. Oh, and there's a plume of smoke right in the middle of our civilization. There we go. And there's another one. That was pretty easy. Not very difficult at all. So there we go. And now we just have to electrify it. Boom. Alright. So now we have a little bit of power. Alright, so let's go ahead with combustion energy. Yes. And look at that, we are in the medieval age. So with that, I am going to end off. No, I'm just kidding. We're not ending yet. It's a little soon. So let's go ahead and get the quarters hut, and then also the blacksmith. All right, and how's this box doing? All right. So the surface of the box is inscribed with mysterious markings. That means that it's going to give us a puzzle piece. That's what we figured out. The box is heavy and smells of sawdust, so chances are it's going to give us wood. The weight of liquid rock sloshes around inside. Liquid rock. Liquid rock. What would that be? I mean, maybe oil? Oh, cement. It's got to be cement. All right. All right, so puzzle piece, and yep, it's cement. So, I'm getting good at guessing. Very good at guessing. Oh, and it was planks. Because of sawdust. That was the... All right. All right, so let's go ahead and make a single power plant. And so this is going to... Okay, so it's going to give us plus 300 energy. Minus 35 water, which we can afford right now, and minus 2 oxygen to the planet condition. All of which we can afford right now. Now glass, we should actually start looking at glass as a resource. We do have enough glass. We also have enough of everything else, except for bricks, as we only have 2. But that's okay. This is gigantic. I think this is the first time I've made the power plant. Because I think they changed it recently. Let's go ahead and build it right there, and it needs a lot of supplies. Alright, so we have 22 educated nuggets and required 21. So we are good on that front now. And something that I'm really not a fan of is that we have to hand-pick ministers. I really want them just to be allow the governor to choose who the ministers are. Because, yeah, it's not a lot of effort for us to just choose these jobs, but once we have multiple planets that we're running, even the ministers are going to be annoying to run. So that's something that I think they should look into at some point. And look at this. This is the Chunder Chain Park. A very cool fountain. I like it a lot. It's kind of interesting with how the water is flowing. But, you know, this is a mystical world where nuggets don't have arms. So who's to judge? Oh, and that's right. So now with the new plots, I am super excited what the medieval housing looks like and how they will upgrade them. And I'm really hopeful that they upgrade them automatically now and we don't have to destroy them like we did in the previous update. So we will see that very soon. And our forecast tower can be upgraded, so we'll go ahead and do that. Now we're using a lot of bricks. We're using bricks a lot faster than we are using wood planks. I don't really know why that happens. Like, do wood planks just take less to build? No, it's the same. I don't know. It's so weird. Huh. Ah, look at that, our power plant's building. Let's see if there's any hidden gems inside the power plant. I don't know if there will be, but there might be. Ah, they're already closing it off. Maybe for a second level. Maybe there's going to be all these control panels in there. Oh, already adding a roof. Okay. Alright. If that's the door... Alright, there's probably not going to be anything hidden in there. But also, is this a nuclear power plant? So theoretically, it shouldn't be using oil then. Do we have to mine uranium? But it does look like it needs fuel. So. Actually, how do we make fuel? Oh, shoot. Can we even make fuel right now? Oh, it's gas. Okay. We're fine then. We are fine. Yep, gas barrels. And it doesn't need educated workers. And that we have plenty of, so that works out perfectly. Now this is interesting. Can we... Oh, I see. So the more that we have, the more energy it can generate. I think that's what I'm seeing. That's interesting. But, you know, we're honestly doing fantastic on planet conditions, so we can afford this. And I think it's a pretty cool looking building. Now, in real life, I would not want these. If they were nuclear power, then maybe. But if they were running fossil fuels, stuff like that, that's not really... I want to take care of the planet, you know? But those are just my views. Alright, so it looks like residential buildings are just being upgraded. Holy crap, that was quick. Wow. I was not expecting it to be that quick. But they are jumping the gun. People are sick and tired of having rock beds. I don't blame them. So, look at that. That's so cool. I love how the buildings are not so blocky anymore. You know, it used to be that buildings couldn't be slanted like this, but now they're able to be. And they look really good. Really good. Wow, that's incredible. They did a good job with this. Oh, they are upgrading super fast. Faster than we can check them out. Alright, what about the inside, though? What does the inside look like? I think that's the same. Which is okay. You know, it's obviously not that important of what the insides look like. But it is just kind of a cool little thing. Ooh, I like the blue with the white of the snow. That looks really good. Like that electric blue. This is a little too dark of a blue, but still like it. Ooh, now with the snow, with less snow on it, it's a little bit too light. I don't know, now that it's fully built, it feels too bright. Maybe that's just because of the light. But, yeah, yeah, that's a better shade. Like that. But very cool. I like how it's just 3 houses, kind of like that. Ooh, look at that. They have like a little fenced off area. That's nice. Oh. Now, is this still the same size plot, though? It must be. I think everything has the same size plot. I'm kind of getting distracted. Is there anything that we haven't built yet that we need to? Doesn't look like it. So we're still good on that front. Now we did just get Courier's Hut. So let's go ahead and get those running. Because those are super useful. And we're going to go ahead and build one right here. And we'll go ahead and build one on this side of the planet as well. If we can fit them in here. Come on. Come on. Please fit somewhere useful. I guess we can stick you out here. That's fine. Maybe another one somewhere else. You know, somewhere else useful. Maybe not. Alright, sure, one more there. It's a little bit close to the other one, but that's fine. Oh, I guess we should have stuck one over here too. So we'll get that as well. Whoa! Look at that building! Oh, that's what I was excited for. So this is kind of like a run-down building. Not very wealthy at all. But it just fits a lot of families. And that is so cool. So cool. We can kind of see into it. You know, it's got little cracks and... Oh, whoops. But that is really cool. Really, really cool. So I wonder as, you know, people move in here and based off of their... Oh, look at that building. Oh, man, I'm getting so distracted. Okay, so I wonder, though, is if, you know, people move into this building... Oh, look at that chimney. Woo. But as people move into this building and, you know, they're working a job or something like that, will this get in a better quality? That I don't know. Also, where was that? I think it was this building that had the statue. Yes, it was. It was this building that had the statue. So we can see that they're also a very nice little house. It could fit a lot of families. Wow. And, you know, nice windows, nice door, nice lantern. And then there's this house, which has, I guess, the same style door and windows, but there's just the shape of the house is obviously just about to fall down. It reminds me, if you guys ever watched a show on Netflix, Series of Unfortunate Events, it reminds me of the uncle's house, well, his mansion, and how run down it was. That's what it reminds me of. Oh, this is a really, really thick house over here. You know. Oh, religious focus. Dang it, I wasn't keeping track of the election. I was getting too distracted. With the housing. Whoops. Whatever. We'll still celebrate about it. Wow, they have a lot of property. Wow, look at our civilization now. It's, you know, it's getting taller. It's growing in size. It's fantastic. This one's kind of interesting. I think all of these houses are really interesting. I think it would be fun to live in one of these houses. Like, could you imagine living in a house like this? You know, your bedroom is up here and it's just, you're basically tossed out of your bed when you try to sleep. So I see that there's this cemetery's in shambles right now. That's why engineer's hut's not covering it. So let's go ahead and build a new engineer's hut. And we're going to build it a little bit far, so that way we can cover more land. There we go. It also seems like there's no requirement now for residential. Now, I could be totally wrong, but it doesn't seem like there's resources that need to be spent on residential. For instance, in the last update, we would look at a residential building that hasn't been upgraded yet, and we'd actually see the resources that it would need. But in this case, it doesn't seem like that is the case. There's no sense of upgrading or anything like that. So, it's just a matter of them upgrading it and not, I guess. Oh, finally, couriers huts. We can actually have 4 people assigned to it instead of 2. Oh, that is so useful. So, like before, we'd only have 2 couriers, and resources would take ages to get anywhere if you had a fully employed civilization. So that's kind of cool. It shows you the gas that's actually actively being used. Now, it's interesting that they have the nuclear symbol on them, because this is obviously not a nuclear power plant with it using gas. So, I don't know. Oh, this one has a hole in its... Oh, that's so sad. We need to patch that up for you, buddy. Oh, I guess this one did too. I just didn't notice. We can look in, though. We can look into his house. Hello? Anyone home? Oh, that's scary. Those legs are not looking in good shape. Jeez. Is that what the other one looked like too? I thought the other one looked in better shape. Oh no, it's still... It's got some broken legs as well. Alright. Jeez, don't shake the house too much, guys. Holy crap. And then again, I guess if you were mating in a house like this, the whole thing would probably shake. But still doesn't make it any more safe in a house like that. Yeah, I'm actually starting to like the power plant a little bit more in this game. Just because it's a consistent energy flow. You know, obviously it's not good for the environment at all, but it's a consistent energy flow with the windmills. It would be kind of like, you need power? Well, too bad, there's no wind, you know? So, which obviously applies to real life too, but in real life we also have solar and other things like hydro, so, you know, obviously the game still has limitations. So something I really want to get to now is bridges, because bridges is some of the new stuff as well. I don't think that's going to happen this episode, though. Yeah, we're running out of time right now. So let's go ahead and quickly just research some stuff. And I guess, sure, we'll research government. Yeah. So I think this has been a really exciting episode with all these medieval buildings. But I think I'm going to have to end it off here. I'm really glad we were able to make it this far. And we'll also start upgrading the fishing piers now. And I want to experiment with this fishing pier and see. I really don't think that the fish population is going to grow at all. But we're doing fantastic on food, where we can actually just, stop this fishing pier altogether. So we're going to do that. And we're going to see if this fish population goes up. But I don't think it's going to. But I think that's going to have to do it for this episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. If you guys like this video, hit that like button. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, leave them in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for all of the feedback and support that you guys are giving me. And as always, if you guys want to stick around, go ahead and hit that subscribe. Thanks for watching, and have a fantastic day, you guys.